to the distinguished audience. I'm Aldina Febriani, a magister student in Geography Education from the Faculty of Social Sciences, Padang State University, enrolled in the 2025 cohort. My student number is 24198023. This presentation serves as the fulfillment of a key assignment of the Introduction to Statistics in Geography, which is expertly guided by Professor Dr. Dedi Harmon, SPD, MP. The specific topic under review today is a critical statistic concept is measure of central tendency in statistics. We can now begin the explanation. Measures of central tendency are fundamental statistical tools used to summarize a dataset with a single representative value. They provide a sense of the typical or average value within the data. Choosing the appropriate measure depends on the nature of the data and the specific question being addressed. The four common measures are the mean, the median, quartile, and the mode. Mean or average is summing all the value in a dataset and dividing by the number of values with the formula where x sample mean, sigma xe the sum of the values in the dataset, and the number of values in the dataset. Simple mean calculation. As you can see, this data is rainfall data in Batam City for 2024 according to BMKG, Agency for Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics. This data from January until December. Now we can put in the formula of the mean. So the all data rainfall from January until December, we can sum all the data from 453 plus all the data until 160. Then we divide it by 12 months in 2024. The sum of the data is 2065 divided by 12. So the result is 138.8. So the average of the rainfall in Batam City in 2024 was 238.8 millimeter. Then calculation of the mean for ungrouped data. As you can see this table about the student learning outcome data for the lithosphere material. As you can see the score and the frequency, the total frequency is 20. First, we need to multiply the score with the frequency. As you can see, the score is 78. The frequency is 4. You can multiply the score and the frequency and the total is 312. The rest you can see the same way, same before. After you multiply the score and the frequency, you can put in the mean formula. So the total x multiple score the multiple frequency from 312 until 450 and divide it 20 from the total of the frequency. This one. Then the sum of the multiple score and the frequency is 1595 per 20, the total frequency. The mean 79.75. So the average score of the lithosphere assessment is 79.75. This is for calculation of the mean for ungroup data. Next, calculation of the mean for group data. As you can see this table 3, about the student quiz score data on the Hydrosphere material. This table about interval the quiz score and the frequency, the total frequency 20. First, we need to find the class midpoint. Class midpoint is sum of lower limit plus upper limit per 2. For example, the first interval 51 plus 60 per 2 is 55.5. You can find the class midpoint or the interval. Same way with the first interval. And then you can multiply the class midpoint with the frequency. For example, first the class midpoint, if 55.5 multiply 2. So the total is 111. And the rest data you can find the same way. And then if you done the multiply frequency with the class midpoint, you can put in the mean formula. So the total is sum of 111 until 2086.5 per 20. 20 is the total of the frequency. The sum of the data is 1550 per 20. And the mean is 77.50. So the average score on the Hydrosphere quiz is 77.50. Second is median. The middle value in a dataset when the data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Calculation. First, order the data. Arrange the data in ascending or descending order. 2. Identify the middle value. If the number of value or n is odd, the median is the middle value. Then, if the number of the value is even, the median is the average of the two middle values. How to calculate the median? First, the calculate of the median for ungrouped data. Same with the table before. This is the rainfall data in Batam City for 2024 according to BMKG from January until December. Steps to determine the median. First, arrange the data in order from smallest to largest. This is the arrange data from smallest to largest, 101 until 453. There are 12 months, so 12 data, and then calculate the rank. And then determine the value of the median. The median is the middle of the data. We have 2 because the data is even. Is 221 and 240. We can sum of this data per 2. The median is 461 per 2. The median is 230.5. So the median rainfall in Batam City in 2000 was 230.5 millimeters. Calculation of the median for group data. Same with data before. This is the student quiz score data on the Hydrosphere material. We can see the interval and the frequency of the data. Steps to determine the median. First, the location of the median. The location of the median, we can divide the data, the frequency, 2 n per 2. So the total frequency is 20 divided by 2. 20 per 2 is 10. Then calculate the median. Before we calculate the median, then if we sum the frequency is 6, this one is 11. How calculate the median? We can use the formula. The formula MA or MD is median, L is lower class boundary, N total frequency, F cumulative frequency before the median class, small f is frequency of the median class, C class interval width. First, we need to find the F. The F is cumulative frequency before the median class. The median class. So before the cumulative frequency before the median class is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then we find the C class interval width. What we can reduce 80 to 61 or 90 to 80. Sum the rest for interval. So 81 reduce 71 is C. The C is 10. Next, we calculate the median. The median L is 70.5. Why 70.5? Because the interval of the class of median is 71. We need to reduce 1.5. And then plus 10. 10 is n per 2. The location of the median is 10. Reduce 6. 6 the F. Cumulative frequency per 5. 5 is the frequency of the class of median. And then 10 is the C, class interval width. So the median is 70.5 plus 8. The median 78.5. So the median score on the Heath-Rosberg quiz is 78.5. Next is quartiles. Is to divide a dataset into 4 equal parts. There are 3 quartiles. Q1, first quartile or lower quartile. The value that separates the lowest 20% of the data from the rest. Quartile 2 or second quartile, this is the same as the median, separating the lowest 50% of the data from the rest. Quartile 3, third quartile or upper quartile, the value that separates the lowest 75% of the data from the rest. For example, calculation of the quartiles for ungrouped data. As you can see the data, the student quiz scores, data on the Heath-Rosberg material are this one. Steps to determine the quartiles. Step 1. Arrange the data in order from smallest to largest. Okay, as you can see, the smallest is 65 and the largest is 90. And then step 2 is determine quartile 2, same as with the median. Quartile 2 is the middle of the data. 86 plus 86 per 2 is 86. So the quartile 2 is 86 or same as the median. Step 3 is determine quartile 1 and quartile 3. This data, first you divide it by 2 This is for quartile 1 from 65 until 86. This data, the middle data is 75. So the quartile 1 is 75. And then the rest is quartile 3. Quartile 3, we can find the middle data. The middle data is 87. So the quartile 3 is 87. Therefore, quartile 1, quartile 2, and quartile 3 for the student quiz score on the hydrosphere material are 75, 86, and 87 respectively. Calculation of the quartiles for group data. Same with data before the interval, the student quiz for data on the hydrosphere material. We have the interval and the frequency. The total frequency is 20. Steps to determine the quartiles from group data. First, we need to find the location of the quartiles. First quartile, enter 4. Why 4? Because in quartile, we divide it for equal data. 20 per 4 is 5. So the quartile first is with interval 61 until 70. Then second quartile is 50% of the frequency. 50% of the frequency is 10. Or you can find in 2 multiple n per 4. 50 per 4 is 10. So if we sum of the frequency, this is 6, this is 11. So the second quartile is the interval 71 until 80. Third quartile is 3 multiple frequency per 4. So 60 per 4 is 15, or we can find the 70% of the data. The third quartile is, if we sum this one, 70. So the third quartile is this interval, 81 until 90. The step 2 is calculate the quartiles values. With the formula, Qi is the quartile, each quartile, first, second, and third. L is the lower class for each quartile, and total frequency, F, the cumulative frequency of the class presenting of the quartile class. The small f, if the frequency of the quartile class itself. C, the class interval width. First, we need to find the C. C, same with before. We can reduce 81 with 71, or we can reduce 90 to 80 or 100 to 90. So the class interval width is 10. Then we need to find each cumulative frequency for cumulative 1, 2, and 3. Is the frequency class before the quartile class. F1 is 2. Why 2? Because the frequency before the quartile first is 4. Before is 2, the frequency. Then the F2, the quartile through to this interval. Before the frequency, this interval is 2 plus 4 is 6. And then F3. Quartile 3 have this interval 81 until 90. So, sum of the cumulative frequency is 11. Now we need to calculate each quartile. Quartile 1, we can put in the formula 90.5. 90.5 if the lower class boundary of the quartile class. First quartile is 61, so we need to reduce 0.5 plus 5. 5 is the quartile 1, the location. Reduce 2. 2 is F1 per 4. 4 is the frequency of the quartile. Multiply 10. 10 is the C, the class interval width. So the quartile is 60.5 plus 70.5. The quartile 1 is 68. Next, the second quartile, 70.5. The lower class boundary of the quartile class, 71 reduce 0.5. And then 10. 10 is the location of the quartile. This one, 10. Reduce 6. 6 is the F2 per 5. 5 is the frequency of the second quartile, and multiple C, the class interval width. Quartile second is 70.5 plus 8. So the median or quartile 2, 78.5. Then same way for quartile 3 or third quartile. The lower class boundary is 80.5 plus 15. 15 is the quartile 3, the location. Reduce 11. 11 F the cumulative frequency. F3 is 11 per 6. 6 F the frequency of third quartile. Multiply C, the class interval width. We can sum all the data. 80.5 plus 9. We can sum all the data. 80.5 plus 6.7. So the quartile 3 or third quartile, 87.2. Therefore, first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile for the student quiz score on the hydrosphere material are 68, 78.5, and 87.2 respectively. Then mode, the most frequently in a dataset. Calculation. First, count the frequency of each value in the dataset. Second, identify the most frequent value. The value with the highest frequency is the mode. Type of mode. Unimodal, a dataset with one mode. Bimodal is a dataset with two modes. Multimodal, a dataset with more than two modes. No mode, a dataset where all values appear with the same frequency. For example, calculation of the mode for ungrouped data. This data is the student quiz course. Data on the hydrosphere material are 86. You can see this data. The most frequency is 86. So this one, 1, 2, 3. So therefore, the mode of the dataset is 86. Calculation of the mode for group data. Same with data before the student quiz score data on the hydrosphere material. We have interval and the frequency. Steps to determine the mode. Step 1. The location of the mode. The location of the mode with the highest frequency. As you can see this data, the highest frequency is 6, where the interval is xt1 until 90. Step 2. Calculate the mode. Calculate the mode with the formula MO with mode, lower class boundary of the class mode, model class, D1 difference between the frequency of the model class and the frequency of the preceding class. D2 difference between the frequency of the model class and the frequency of the succeeding class. C. Class interval width. First, we need to find the D1. D1 is 6, reduce preceding class is 5. So 6 reduce 5 is 1. And then D2. D2 is 6, the frequency of the mode. Then reduce the succeeding class is 3. 6 reduce 3 is 3. Then we can find the C. C same with way before. 80 reduce 71. 81 reduce 71. Or 90 reduce 80. The C is still 10. Then we calculate the mode. The mode is lower class boundary is 80.5 because we already reduced 0.5. And then plus 1. 1 is day 1 per day 1 plus 3. 3 is day 2. And then multiply 10. 10 is C, class interval width. And we calculate all. 80.5 plus 2.5. Modus is 83. The mode score of the hydrosphere quiz is 83. 83 still the interval 81 until 90. Next, comparison of statistical measures. You can see this table, the comparison about mean, median, quartile, and mode. The feature of comparison, definition, calculation, sensitivity to outlier, data type, use case, strength, and weaknesses. Which measure of central tendency should be used? The choice of the appropriate measure of central tendency depends on the characteristic of data and the research question. Mean. Use when the data is normally distributed and doesn't contain significant outliers. Median. Use when the data is skewed or contains outliers. Quartile. The quartile provides a detailed view of data spread. Mode. Use when the data is categorical or when identifying the most common value is important. In some cases, it may be useful to report all three measures to provide a more complete picture of the data's central tendency. Conclusion. Measures of central tendency, mean, median, quartile, and mode are vital statistical tools, each offering a unique perspective on the typical value in a dataset. Choosing the appropriate measures requires careful consideration of the data, characteristic, and the research question to ensure meaningful conclusion and informed decision making. That's the explanation of our topic. Thank you.